If you look on this tail that I took out of the fence line, you'll see these little circles, and those are crinoid fossils that have turned to quartz inside this material. It's kind of neat little inclusions, I guess is what they call them. So this is my cleanup video for the beginning of this year, basically. I was waiting until I got a good point and finally got one with that one. Pretty much everything here is on film except I think these two pieces. This reminds me of a big old point from Trumbull County. I'm not sure what you call these kind. It's just a base and a broken triangle. These were both from around the time frame of that. Some random, just a piece of maybe a marble or something, who knows. Broken tool, broken tool, broken tool. Found this broken tool while I was gathering rocks to mark where the side notch was. Broken tool, most of this stuff is the 4 Mile local church. Found that piece of Flint Ridge at Burton's. And this is a horn coral. I've seen these on several videos. People are kind of perplexed by them. It's a fossil, and this layer of rock is exposed by a lot of creeks and whatnot around here, so some creeks will be full of them, other ones you won't find a single one. Flint occurs kind of close to this level, so I don't know if the Indians really gathered them or not, but I found them up on hilltops where they really shouldn't be at, so I kind of presume that. But like, my nephew has tons of them. I gathered them as a kid, so I just kind of think it comes natural. Big piece of slate. Grab it because you never know, it might be a piece of a pendant, but I don't really think this one is. What I thought was a plug. Looks a lot like some I've seen. This is a neat little item, and I'm going to do my best to get that to focus. But the bottom of it is worked on both sides like it was hafted, and I'm thinking this is a hafted shaft scraper. Tojo and Michelle found one of these. It tickled me pink when they did, because these are cool tools. This edge is worked. This edge is worked on the opposite side. There you can focus. Kind of see. Alright, it's not going to work. Go take it over the white. There it goes. This edge is worked. You can see the flakes down underneath my dirty fingernails. I was outside. And if this tip was on there, I think it just curved around a little more, and this would have been the shaft scraper. It's kind of a rare artifact. Not exactly the prettiest things in the world, but I think they're cool. There's a piece of Flint Ridge blade that I found at my uncle's. And this guy right here, if you can see those white lines, and on the right corner, let me try and focus here. There we go. You see how it kind of cross hatches? That's more fossils found in Flint. A black flake scraper. A black point that's been totally burned up. Another piece of a blade lit up there on the top. And the black tip from out by the Spoon Farm. This is actually a tip. It's kind of hard to make it out, but it's a piece that I thought for sure was a piece of a lance. Red ochre. I'll be back to that spot. It is a broken triangle. It has been in the fire. Next to it's another little, or two actual, just thumb scrapers of unusual, out of town material. White tip, local material. The broken point, which that's not its tip, but I did find a tip, and I just kind of flip them around and pretend. That is a nice find. I mean, I don't mean to ever disrespect anything for just being a partial. I appreciate it. And it's got some nice work on it, but unfortunately it's broke. Red burned up point. Flake tool. That's a piece of maybe a drill, or it's a midsection type piece there. and the broken uniface. Looks like something I'd expect to find in Missouri, and I have only found these points in, well, now this is my second one, but it's we got our main creek runs here, and then there's these two little tiny feeder creeks, and in between these two feeder creeks is a big hot spot. I always presume one is you got your kitchen water and you got your bathroom water. I'm not sure about that, but in between those two creeks I found another one of these, which is in my favorites case, and this one, and yeah, it's a surprise. I looked at a lot of people's collections. Anytime I ask to walk a farm, I always ask if they found anything, or working in a bar, I have a chance to really ask around and kind of network my way in, but you just don't see little bird points. Mostly triangles, lots of triangles. So yeah, this is my season for the most part. The tools, didn't find a whole one, but I did find that little red side notch. Let's get it. It needs its little, what do you call it, a cameo appearance. Mr. Red Side Notch. Macro is now on. This one has the most unground base of any of them I've ever found. I mean, it's serrated. And that's one of those deals, if this was a big point that was getting resharpened down, or ever got rehafted, and it was used in a sawing motion, I would expect at least some kind of polish. There is none whatsoever. Yeah, best point of the Ohio season thus far. And I'd like to say congrats to everybody finding stuff. Killer score on that Hematite Richard. Let's go over here and we'll show you something that's just, I always pick up things that I think are going to hurt the tractors. And I found this, there's a hole up here in the dirt that's not, you can see it in there. It's kind of, I don't know if that's brass or what this material is, it's green. And when I picked it up out of the ground, I was like, man, I have seen this before. Oddly, I was thinking toilet bowl part. Nah, it really was. But I figured out where I saw it at. And this is a Davis catalog. I don't mean any copyright infringement. But if anybody knows anything about these, let me know. Because that is dead on what that is. So yeah, odd little field find. It says it's a bell. That's kind of what I was thinking if it wasn't a piece of a toilet. Best wishes to everybody, and take it easy.